The following is a special presentation.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second annual Bethany Student Film Festival, brought to you by our Bethany Bookstore, where all your student needs are available. I am Bree Steek alongside Lexi Nables at the Mountainside Conference Center. So, Lexi, tell us a little bit what's happening tonight.
Well, this is the second annual film festival for the Bison, and last year we were part of it, so we definitely know what's going on. It's held at Mountainside, and it's part of the Gresham, so it's right by campus.
Tonight you'll be seeing interviews from those who directed the movies, who were in the movies. There's 5 of them tonight. A lot more documentaries than there was last year. It was more of the drama-filled. So right now we have Kelly. Kelly, come talk to us, please. Come join us. Oh, come on this side. That's fabulous. So, Kelly, tell us a little bit about your movie.
Okay, so when we started shooting in September, we knew we wanted to make it about all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes of BCTV, obviously given the title. We did our best to record stock footage of just them doing work, and when it all came together, we love it.
And what was your role for this movie that you did?
I was the director for the movie, and I really like the way that it turned out, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Thank you. So it's like more of like the documentary type?
Oh yeah, definitely. But here's the thing, normally documentaries, they're like bland, but we actually try to make ours funny. We try to make it stand out. So
if I don't laugh, then I get to hit you, right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, we'll see.
He said it was funny, so we're watching out for that.
We'll see how many people hit me tonight. Hopefully not.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right, thanks a lot.
Next up is Spencer. Come on in, sir. Are you in the same group as Kelly?
I am in the same group as Kelly.
And what is your position?
Editor, yes.
Did you enjoy that?
I did. We ran into a lot of problems. Like one time, like it was just a long process with editing because the software here always like went down, like crashed 6 times on me, and luckily I was saving as long as I was going. So
been there, done that, right?
Struggle with Bethany.
We've done that with ours too. It was hard. And so, who are your actors? Well, quote unquote actors. Do you have any like special interviews that we'd be looking for?
We got Sprouse. He was in it as well. Most of the BCTV crew, like Lexi was in it.
Oh, well, I was out of the loop on that one.
Oh, she's hurt.
Do you know when, are you first movie, second movie? When should we be waiting for you guys?
I think we're second to last movie. Yeah, I believe so.
So fourth, so Kelly and Spencer's movie will be up on the 4th list of our 5 movies tonight, so we'll be looking forward to that. Thank you, Spencer. All American will be coming up next. Sir Nadeem. Hello, Nadeem. How was your night?
My night is going very good.
Going very good. Are you enjoying television nowadays?
So far, yeah, I am.
And what movie are you doing for us tonight?
I'm doing the Bethany Football Seniors 2015.
Are you a Bethany football senior yourself? Or?
I am a senior.
Sad tears. Sad tears. So what's this football thing about? Just the lifestyle of football players?
Well, it's about how the seniors of this class, well, my class, changed the program to the right direction. And people don't know that, so that's why I made a documentary about it, because I had first-hand experience. So that's what I try to share with you guys.
Now, I was looking through our pamphlet, lovely pamphlet, and I was looking at the picture you guys chose of the whole team, and I did not recognize people in it. Is that an old picture, or is that a newer one?
It's a new picture.
Okay.
The front line is the seniors.
Oh, well, sorry. It was different jerseys, just threw me off. Lexi, do you have any questions?
Did this take you a lot of time? I heard it was pretty difficult making this whole film.
Oh, it's pretty difficult because, playing football, first of all, it's hard to film during football season. And just like, during classes and, as a student, it's just hard to film and find time to grab a camera and do stuff.
Did you film yourself playing?
I did not. I had someone else film that. Yeah.
So we can't see any All-American plays, like selfies, like while you're running,
I'm
like,
not
guys,
in
here
my
I am.
Surprisingly, I'm not in my documentary.
Are you the director of it?
I am the director.
Oh. All-American and director. Who would have thought?
I have my Steven Spielberg with me.
Steven Spielberg, everybody. Thank you, Steven. I'll see you around. Next, we have Rachel Whitman. Lexi, you want to take this one for me?
Yeah, we can start it with, what position did you have in the role of this movie?
I was production manager, and Sorry. I was production manager in the BCTV documentary.
So we talked a little bit about the other documentaries. Were you a part of Kelly and Spencer's group?
Yes.
And so how was this experience for you overall, like working with everyone and just doing something with BCTV?
I can't really put it into words right now, but it's been an experience. That's about all I can say right now.
Is this kind of like the track you want to take in your life right now, doing movies and stuff and being on television?
Honestly, when I first started this class, I had no idea that it was going to be me making a movie. And my major is more of a marketing type of major in the comm department.
Well, it's good to be well-rounded, that's for sure. I mean, I know I'm a sport marketer, but here I am doing like TV and stuff. So it's a great time. Are you excited to see your movie tonight?
Yes.
Have you seen it like many times already? Do you know what to expect out of it?
I've seen about the first 15 minutes of it. That's it.
15 minutes, and how long is it?
26 minutes.
All right, so it's gonna be a long night.
It would be a long, fun night.
Thank you, Rachel. So, as we wait for the other people to show up, I'm going to tell you guys about some of the other movies we have. So the first one is called No Longer Leather. It's a documentary on the history of the football helmet, which is like the football team stuff. So that's what Mr. Nadeem was telling us about. And then also Bison Football, Looks Get in the Way, which is our actual like drama, real movie type of things. It's a blind date leads to a bizarre encounter where a man goes to dinner with a woman who wears a mask. Literally, she's wearing a mask. Produced by MG Squared Productions. So that's funny. Number 4 is the behind the scenes of TV sports, is what Spencer and Kelly was telling us about. And lastly, it'll be the Bethany Memorial Church, a documentary focusing on the history of the 100th anniversary of the church, produced by Red Line Productions.
Interesting names this year for the production groups.
What was ours? Sure. Oh, the Warner Sisters.
Oh, yes,
we were the
Warner
Warner
Sisters.
And the newer version of the Warner Brothers, which is no longer a thing, obviously.
The updated version, the better version.
I'm going to introduce you now, Katie Vallone, who is another one of our announcers for tonight. Katie, come welcome. Hello.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Oh, it's fabulous right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you enjoying your night so far?
I'm so enjoying my night. I'm so excited to host this with you guys and be part of here with everyone else.
Did you run any celebrities yet?
Oh my gosh, I saw Nadeem and I saw Kelly. And you know, Carlo Guadagnino, he's here. And
Oh my gosh, Carlo!
I'm such a big fan. Like, it's crazy.
6 years of friendship here, right, Carlo?
Or 10.
I've known him for way too long. A little bit too long.
So, Katie, obviously, us three, we worked together on the movie last year that got, first place. No big deal.
We got Best Picture.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Well, I already know, but the people
We all
watching.
know how stressful it is for everyone to do this type of movie. So we've been, by their side doing this, and as like equipment director, giving out like all of their equipment and all this stuff this year was very stressful, but I'm happy that they all got the projects done and everything.
I mean, we've been there, done that, went through getting the cameras, getting the equipment to work, all the memory cards, people showing up to help with the cameras and stuff. Wide, like zoom, pan, tilts, all those fancy words. You get to know it really well. And now, since we've done that, we're in front of the camera doing our jobs instead of behind it. So we have some interviews lined up right now. Who wants to come? Come on, Carly.
See you later.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
See you soon. Hello, Carly.
Hello, Carly. So what are you here for tonight?
I am here. We have a premiere. Our movie, Looks Get in the Way, romantic comedy. We're very excited about it.
Are you in the movie? Are you part of the production, management?
I am actually the producer of the movie, but Nick over here behind me is in the movie. He plays one of our actors.
What was it like producing a movie like this?
It was a lot of hard work, honestly, but it was definitely worth it. Had a good time. Time management really helped me out a lot. But
I mean,
it was
one of your
good.
actors, do they play basketball or no, not anymore, or didn't? Nick plays basketball.
Yep, Nick still plays basketball.
So was
Remember
that hard to
the
work
team?
around?
A little bit, yeah, but we somehow got it to work.
Now you guys are the only like actual movie themed. Do you expect to have a better liking from the audience? Do they like the documentaries better?
Honestly, I guess we'll just have to see.
Just have
tonight.
to see. Okay,
It's a
great.
big surprise for all of us.
Thank you, Carly.
Thanks, Carly.
People are coming and leaving and seeing us and they're afraid. So as you can see, we're trying to find our lovely red carpet candidates. Hello,
Hi.
welcome. And what are you here for tonight?
I'm the editor and looks good in the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we were just talking to your producer, Carly,
Yeah.
and I was telling her how you guys are like one of the only movie-looking types.
yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
It's kind of weird because it's hard to compare to the other documentaries and stuff, so we'll see how the audience reacts.
Because I know when we were in the class, there wasn't a single documentary
Yeah,
type, so
yeah.
I was actually unaware till tonight that that was an option.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Hopefully I'll be informed. That's the main thing, right? And is it a romantic comedy you said?
Romantic comedy, yeah.
Am I going to be laughing?
I hope so.
I sure too. So
Yeah.
if I'm not laughing, I'm going
That'll
to come
be
after
that side,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I already told Spencer if I'm not laughing in his, I will be coming after them.
Yeah.
Is this your first time doing something like this?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've had prior editing experience before, but nothing like this, yeah.
Okay, how did you do with our editing systems? I know it's pretty complicated
It
sometimes.
was kind of hard to catch at first. It took a long time, but I stayed here over Thanksgiving break, so I was able to catch on pretty quickly.
Wow, I would not choose to do that
Yeah.
on my break, editing a movie. Love you, Sprouse, but wouldn't do that. Any other comments you want to add to make your movie sound awesome to our people watching?
Not really, just hope you guys enjoy it, and Nick's pretty funny in it, so yeah.
Well, Nick, if you're so funny, why don't you come join us now? Thank you.
Hi, buddy.
How are you doing tonight, Nick?
Good, how are you?
Oh, it's fabulous, fabulous. Come on closer with us. Come in. Yes. We don't bite. So tell us about your movie. You're in the movie as an actor, I
Yeah,
hear.
I'm the gay waiter. And,
How appropriate.
so, I mean, it was fun.
Is this your first time acting in a movie?
Yes.
Think you go big? Maybe like a real red carpet one day?
Probably not.
A new Jack Sparrow?
No, probably not. No.
Tell us about your character a little bit, besides the fact that he's gay.
He's the waiter, and he tried hitting on the guy that was sitting there with that was on the date with the girl.
Okay.
And their date wasn't working out. So at first, the waiter walked up and tried to get involved between those two. So
I was reading some of the kind of like hints about your movie, how the woman wears a real mask. Was that hard to deal with, like looking at a mask versus a real face?
yeah, because at first you couldn't understand what she was like saying.
That's probably hard. It's probably hard, tongue sticking out you, and you literally had no idea.
Exactly. And it was kind of hard, but as time went on, we kind of got used to the mask being on, so it wasn't that bad.
I was talking to Carly about how you play basketball now too. So time management has been a huge thing. How was that with school and basketball and now working on this movie?
At times it was pretty hard, but it was okay for the most part. But there was times that some couldn't do it, or someone couldn't show up, or the actors couldn't be there because they also did theater and stuff like that. So we all had to plan out accordingly. So one day we all had to get a schedule going to figure out if we were all available at that time.
Now, I know Lexi, Katie, and I are excited about your movie just because one of your actresses was one of our actresses last year, so I hope she fulfills the same needs of the best production as we did last year, so I'm excited to see it, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, Nick. Well, that was a mouthful, I have to say.
Definitely know a lot about that movie compared to all the other ones for sure already.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually excited for that one. So I guess so far the only one we haven't really heard about yet is the church one. The Bethany Memorial Church. Now, I don't know if any of them are here yet. Let's see if I can find a list of people. And I don't see them. So hopefully they will keep coming, because this wonderful red carpet is nothing without the actors. It's just Lexi's nice faces the whole time. I'm sure you love hearing us talk, but anyway. So, Ian, will you
come on
join
over.
us? Now we have Ian Shepard with us. Ian, what is your role here tonight?
Well, I did the directing on the Bethany Church film.
Okay, we were just saying we haven't found anybody for that film yet, so yay, thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure, honestly.
So can you tell us a little bit about what to expect from this film?
Quite frankly, it might not be the most exciting film, but the Bethany Church has been a staple of this town for so many years, 100 years. Actually longer, because there was a building before the 100-year church. And it might not be the most exciting film, but it really holds something that it's a key to the community, and it's a key to Bethany College, and it's really nice to highlight how important they have been over the last
Do you have
100
like a
years.
special connection to the church or a special reason of why you chose such a topic?
I don't, honestly. honestly, when I came to Bethany, I learned about the church, the Disciples of Christ, and all the work they've done here. But it was really nice to see how much they've done for the school. These whole commencement in Bethany Church, now they do it, yes, of course, up at Commencement Hall, hence the name. But it's something that's been here forever, and it's 100 years. And when you hear an opportunity like this, as I directed the film, you have to jump on this opportunity. So I may not directly be connected, but at the same time, I have become connected through this film, and it's been really nice.
Is it going to be a tearjerker? Are we going to cry?
I wish. I think it's a more informative documentary. It's more informational based, but I think it's going to be something to see, and it's going to be exciting.
Are you expecting any members of the church to come tonight to see this?
I really hope so. I know Reverend Thayer and a couple other people have spoken.
You would know better than we would, so.
Say, even if you said their name.
Even if you said those people,
Reverend
would be like,
Thayer
okay.
is key in this documentary. He's done so much for the church over the last few years, and so much for Bethany College. And it's almost nice to have. He is the highlight of the film, and it's good to show how much he's done.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. It seems extremely informative. It's definitely different than the other films.
Thank you.
And you guys are going last, so you do know that, right? You are the
that.
fifth film with the
yes,
five.
Yes, the smells definitely let me know that, and I was like, ooh, I'm not even wearing a tie. I gotta loosen it.
So hopefully by then we're all not sleeping through that. It's a half-hour-long one, so better wake
I think
us
it's
up.
a little under, but yes.
Okay, I know some of them are like 26 minutes long. So yeah.
So I wasn't the editor in the process. I just saw the film. I don't know the exact time, but it is quite lengthy. We have a lot of interviews. It's a great thing to highlight in this school and the community, so I'm looking forward to it.
Good, I'm glad. So is anybody else here with you that you've worked on the film with?
I think Darian, as we all know, is a basketball player, and I think he's getting off practice here soon, as Lex is also a basketball player, so she knows.
And well, that's fine, but
And
Ethan,
wrapping
thank you for being here with us. Ian, I said Ian.
Ian, Ethan, so
Ian, Ethan.
It's all same.
I'm nervous, guys. It's fine.
It's a big night. It's a big night for everyone.
I was looking at DeVito, and I was
She's
thinking
like,
about your
She
name.
won Best in Film once, and she thinks
Yeah.
she can give anyone every
Hey,
name.
I was the director. I wasn't on film, so I
neither
could say
was I.
whatever
It's
I
cool.
wanted. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Ian.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
We'll see you in there.
too. See you in there.
Coming up next is DeVito. Hello, DeVito. Welcome, welcome. So what are you here with us tonight?
Well, I'm here for my documentary titled No Longer Leather. It's for my independent study since this is my last semester here at Bethany.
Oh, so you're dying down now,
I'm done,
are
yeah,
you?
just January comps and I'm done.
Same. Hashtag same. So what was your part in the movie? Were you director? Were you in the movie?
I actually did the whole thing myself.
So it's all on your back right now.
I
No
edited it,
pressure.
I edited it, I filmed it, I did all of it.
How did you find time to do all that?
Well, as I said before, this was my last semester, so I only had to take 13 credits. So I basically had 2 classes on Monday and the rest of the days of the week I only had 1 class.
Was it hard doing all the camera work yourself? Like, I mean, I can't imagine all of that. Since going through it myself, I needed the help that I could get because having different views is always nice. So how did you manage to go through that yourself?
Yeah, well, it was tough taking it from the TV studio to where I had to film for starters without having a car. And
had to walk everywhere.
And with a boot on.
But yeah, you're right. Getting the different points of view was a big thing. Having only mine to do kind of was a bit of a hindrance, but I was surprised with how my final project actually turned out.
Good. What should we expect from this? Like, are we going to learn something pretty fancy?
Yes, you are going to learn a lot there. There's a bit in there about Mr. Idell himself that I did find on the internet in addition to what the campus archivist told me in my final project.
And I think we actually have a helmet inside that we're going to show everyone as your movie comes up to see like what it's kind of about.
That's what I hear, yep. That's what I hear.
Aubrey will be wearing.
I've been asked to wear it, this hair, you know. I just can't put a helmet on top of it. So. Well, DeVito, thank you. We'll see you
very
inside
much.
then.
See you inside.
Up next is Bailey. Lexi, take it away since I've been talking most of the time. I'll let you do some.
Okay, so we'll just kind of start with what movie are you on, or did you just kind of help with everyone since we know you're really involved with BCTV?
Well, I actually came to see Kelly's movie because he did it on BCTV, but I'm like one of the only BCTV people that's not in it. So.
Wow, that's hurting. We're going to have a
Excuse me,
word
I'm
with
standing
Kelly.
right here.
So Brie wasn't in it either. She was hurt by it as well.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting that like he just kind of neglected us in this movie. Like we're important parts of the TV.
Kelly wants to say something.
I have a comment that I would like to add about what she just said. Apparently, the days that we worked to shoot the movie, she must not have been working there. So that's why you weren't in it. I apologize, Bailey.
There's your explanation, Bailey.
You should have hunted me down. Should have hunted me down, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
Are you looking for anything special on any of the films tonight, or just came to watch the specific BCTV one?
Yeah, I was in the class last semester, so I'm just coming to see like how everyone did this time.
Why don't you tell our people watching what you did last year?
Last year I made a movie called Typical Man, starring Carlo Guadagnino. It was basically he just wore a dress and he pretended to be a woman in the library.
Carlo in a dress and a wig. It was nice.
It was a good one.
Didn't need fake boobs though. He had enough man boobs going on.
Yeah. So we're gonna see if anybody else's is like better than the one we did last time.
Yeah, it's super different from last year. We were going through a lot of documentaries compared to like us. We had a lot of romantic comedies.
Yes,
or
for sure.
Someone wearing a dress that's a guy. So it's gonna be really different for sure.
Okay. Thank you, Bailey. They just keep coming, guys. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to our camera work at BCTV. So tell us, what are you here for tonight?
I'm the producer behind the scenes, BCTV Sports. I work with Kelly Ferralla and Spencer Patterson.
Is that your first time working on a movie?
Yes.
It is.
It was fun.
Did you enjoy it though?
It was fun.
Being a producer, what exactly did you do for your job?
I work mostly pre-production, the paperwork, at the cast, with the director to get a script done. It was a great experience.
Paperwork. It's always the best part.
Too much.
So, what is your favorite part of your movie that we should be looking forward to?
My favorite part is the interviews.
The interviews? And who else should will we be looking for? Excuse me.
I want to see Dakota's interview.
Oh, Dakota. Oh, goodness.
It's really funny.
Well, have you seen any other movies or just yours?
Just mine.
Just yours. So
Yeah.
This is new for all of us except for just the one. So it'll be different to see. So, do you think that making a documentary versus a regular film, like a romantic comedy, is harder, easier?
I mean, it depends who you work with. If you have a good cast and a good production team, you get it done.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, we will see you inside.
Yep.
So thank you.
Thanks.
Up next,
Oh,
the typical man,
Carlo.
Guadagnino.
Hi, everybody.
So Carlo, well, announcement. We're officially done this semester. We've had 3 classes together right now in a row, so I had to see him for 3 hours a day, unwillingly. So Carlo, what are you here for tonight?
I was told to be here.
Oh, that's good.
So, when Nadeem asked me to be here for his premiere, yeah, I'm here so I don't get fined.
So I don't get fined. Have you seen any of the other movies yet?
No.
Not even Nadeem's?
No. Nadeem was very secretive about his movie, and I was not informed that we were filmed for a documentary, so I'd like proper compensation. Kelly, I didn't sign a waiver, so I'd like to know how come I'm in a documentary that I didn't sign for. I'm a little confused.
So Bailey was up here earlier telling us about the movie you were in last year.
Yeah.
Do you want to further that information for our audience of what you did in the our first Bethany Student Film Festival?
I wore a dress and a really ugly wig. And
it matches eyes though, it's okay.
Yeah, it was very flattering for my eyes, but somehow I won an award for that.
And what award did you get?
The best actor, which I think it should have been reversed, if anything. But
oh, best actress, you think?
I'm saying I played a woman, so I think it's a little sexist that I won best actor but played a woman. So.
Well, both of it would have been
sufficient.
Yeah,
I would have accepted both.
Actor and actress, ladies and gentlemen.
But I just want to say I got my J's on just in case somebody's trying to get dunked on.
Well, we can't really move the camera down, but thank you.
I'm
wearing Nike socks so in case you want to get dunked on.
I'll dunk on you. But I
or my J's and have to come down.
Sure, Carl, that can be the end of our interview. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen Katie in a while. Katie, come join us. Come love us. Put her stuff down. She's so complicated.
All over the place.
Come join us.
Hi, friends. How's it
Tell
going?
us a little bit. You've been walking around now.
I know. I've been going inside. I've been going inside and seeing how it's going, and we're getting a good crowd so far. And I can't wait to start the show with you guys. It's gonna be so much fun. And there's Carlo again. You want me to turn? Okay. Eric's trying to talk to me, but his motions aren't really working with me.
So, Katie.
so brave.
Have you gone through the pamphlet at all? Pamphlet?
I have. And I've
Which one's your favorite?
Well, I've seen a couple of the movies so far, just working at BCTV, and I'm really excited, to see Juliana's movie because it's really interesting to know that, the guy that invented the football helmet went here. It's pretty crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Rydell.
All right.
Rydell.
Sounds like a familiar name.
Rydell.
Okay.
All right.
But other than that, yeah, I'm excited to watch also Carly's. What is their production called?
Yeah.
Theirs is, I think, the actual drama,
the romantic comedy.
They are
which is
the one with the mask.
Looks Get in the Way, where Taylor Fogo is actually wearing
MG squared.
MG squared.
I'm excited to see that one because we kind of did a movie kind of like that too. So it'd be kind of interesting to see how both our movies are kind of similar in a way, and we also have the same actress from our movie in their movie. So
shout out Taylor Fogo.
Yes, I hope she comes. I want to see her here.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll.
#scene.
#scene.
You need your plate. Your driveway plate.
I need my sign. I should have brought it with me.
Yeah, there's even more people. There's more teachers coming, and everyone's getting excited. We have some concessions, some food here, and
food.
I know who doesn't love food.
We're working. I think we should get free.
Oh yes, I think I need some water. Can I have some free water, please?
Another big thing is we did Ian Shepard's group. They did the one on the 100th anniversary of Bethany Church, which I haven't seen or heard anything of that, but that's pretty interesting, to see something from Bethany brought on screen and see how he did that, you know what I mean? How they made a documentary about that.
For those of you who don't know, the church is found on our campus. It brings in the Bethany community, maybe even those from outside in Wellsburg. I'm not exactly sure, but it definitely brings the whole community base of what Bethany College is. We are a college about a mile long. We have a town of Bethany, which brings in the whole community, those who go to Brooke High School nearby. So I think it's good that they chose that to add to not just to Bethany College, but to add the community as well. I think that's really good to do.
Hi, Carlo.
Hey, Carlo. Hey.
Me and Carlo became friends now. I think it's because of this award
Oh, hey,
thing.
Carlo.
We became friends now.
Just today.
Oh, come on, Francois.
Francois ready.
Francois.
He already did his.
Thank you, Katie. Can't fit 4 in here, or else I would.
I'll come back later.
Okay. Good evening, Francois.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Tell us a little bit why you're here tonight.
I'm here to premiere our movie. Did you give it a name?
Come on, Nadeem, help him out.
Could you come in here?
Come help him, Nadeem. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Now, what's the name?
It's called the.
I'll help you out here. You guys are struggling.
No, he's struggling. I'm not struggling. It's called the 2015 Seniors of the Football Team.
Very detailed. Very detailed.
Thank you, Nadeem. That's all we needed you for. Your interview has happened already. Stop
They're
taking
just
the
trying
light.
to hog the camera
You're not
time.
done yet, sir. You're still in here. And what was your part? You're the producer, you said?
Producer, editor.
Producer, editor. So you had double the trouble going on.
No, we shared both the load.
Was it hard for you?
It was kind of tough.
So is this your first time doing a movie with BCTV, or have you done anything like this before?
No, I've never done this before.
I didn't know you were a comm major.
No, I'm not a comm major. This is a class they gave me.
You were just thrown in the class?
Yeah.
Whoa! That explains
He's just here so he won't get fined.
Carlo. We need Carlo. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, that one should be interesting to watch.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
Spotlight.
I thought I'd come in and kill some time for you while we're trying
Professor
to find people.
Sprouse, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I was told you're in one of the documentaries.
Well, yeah, they did a documentary on behind the scenes of BCTV Sports.
So the answer would be yes.
So yes.
So you yelling a lot on TV.
I am yelling at everyone. I'm like, where are you going with that? Bring the camera back. What are you doing over there? What time? What, you,
I need more lighting.
Somebody
My
get me
face is
Dakota.
bright
I need
enough.
somebody to yell at. So yeah, so we're really excited. All 5 films. I got to tell you, they were awesome. All 5 films are great.
Better than ours? I don't think so.
Yours was award winning.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Hair
hosting the
flip.
show this year. Don't let your heads are like this. Yeah, you guys won Best Picture last year, right? Missing
See?
Katerina. So all 5 this year I thought were really good, but we had an unusual turn this year. last year yours were more drama comedy oriented.
We
and
were
this
discussing
year-
that, yes.
Yeah, and this year for some reason they're all mostly 4 of the 5 are documentaries. So that's an interesting twist.
Well, I didn't know that was actually an option, doing it in documentary, but I don't think I would have chosen it anyway. I liked ours better.
Well, to me, it's sometimes it's more of a serious, when you do documentaries, except for I think the sports one, I think was like kind of fun. But a lot of them just thought it would be easier and better to do a slice of life rather than having to work with actors, I think. So they kind of got out of that way. But you guys didn't have to do that. You guys had to work with the actors. And I remember
it was a
good
grand time.
I think it'll be a good time tonight. I'm really anxious to see what happens. So
Hashtag same.
Hashtag lots of fun.
It's the new thing now. Get hip to it. Same. Just say same.
Okay, I will. Now, the one thing I was told, though, they have a surprise at the end, unlike yours last year. So I'm told that it's going to be an audience response who picks the best picture this year.
So
A little bit of a switch
we
up.
can pick it.
Yeah, you're part of the audience.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. Say less.
So you got to have that fun, right? So it'll be a lot of fun for you.
And
All right?
why change it?
And well, it leaves me out of the grinder. It's like, I can't believe you picked that movie. I hated that. I'm like, oh, and I just have to listen to that. So I'm like, I just leave it up to the audience this year. It'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. They get to call in, they get to pick the one they want, and we go from there.
Sounds fine to me.
Smart.
Gets him out of the gutter. That's the
I
only reason.
wouldn't say smart, maybe sufficient.
Sufficient.
Easier.
Yeah. Efficient,
It's the easy way
Work
out.
smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
So, well, listen, I'm going to go inside and get a seat, and I'll see you guys at the room ready to start the show. All right?
Okay.
All right,
Sounds great.
Take her easy.
Take her easy. All the films are hers.
Yes. Thanks, guys. So, time check. I'm not really sure where we're at. Anybody?
Time check on my watch that doesn't work.
Toss it into you. Like, can I do it now? Can I do it right now? Is that possible?
Toss it into him
All
now.
right. Well, guys, that's enough for the red carpet. We're going to go inside where the movie's about to start. You'll see us on and off camera with Katie as well. I'm not sure where she went. She's inside somewhere. So, we're going to take it to commercial. Okay, tossing it inside to you guys. So, see you in there.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mountainside Conference Center here at the campus of Bethany College for the second annual Student Movie Film Festival. You can applaud. It's just like TV, folks. We just want to make sure we welcome you to the festival because this is going to be televised. It's all pre-recorded, but it is done live, and I'm not going to edit anything out. So if you happen to come up here on stage, please don't swear. Carlo. All right, so I am not hosting it this year, folks. Tonight, we tried to change some things like every award show is. We have kind of a surprise ending that I'll tell you about later. But one of the things we're going to do this year is we're going to have the previous award winners for Best Picture host the show every year. So, to start this new tradition, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of Best Overall Picture last year, Missing Katerina, Lexi Naples, Katie Vallone, and Bree Steek.
Hi, everyone. All right. So, the first movie we're going to be talking about, well, let's talk about our movie first, I guess. So we did this last year, won Best Picture, obviously. And, you know, it was pretty hard, but we did it just like you guys. So congrats to all of you for accomplishing it. And we'll talk about our first movie up, which is No More Leather. If you want to.
Why Bree has the Rydell helmet on. This movie is by Giuliano DeVito and only by Giuliano DeVito. It's part of his independent study work. So he put in all the work, director, producer, editor. All you guys that worked on the movie here, you guys know how hard just one job was, so just imagine how hard all 3 jobs were. It's a documentary on the football helmet that Bree just had on. And it's about how John Rydell went to Bethany College, actually, and he created the helmet. And he's going to do some information on that, and I hope you enjoy his film. But he's going to come up here and introduce it a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Giuliano.
Insert clap.
Thank you, Lexi, Katie, Bree. I am Giuliano DeVito, for those who don't know me. This was part of my independent study, as Lexi said. I came to Professor Sprouse first, second week of class, told him, hey, it's my last semester, the last class I need is only offered in the spring. Is there something you want me to do? And me and him came to the conclusion that since John Rydell went here, why not do a documentary on the football helmet? So, as I was a former college football player here in my last semester, I decided why not do it. And I just put in all the time, energy, work, and got it done. So I'm here to present my film.
Okay.
John Rydell is one of the more famous alumni from Bethany College. He was born in Michigan in 1885 and came to this college early in the 20th century. He was a graduate of the class of 1909. In the next 20 years, he pursued a career in education in Illinois. He became a math teacher and was a coach as well. And by the late 1920s, he was becoming increasingly dissatisfied with some of the equipment that football players were using, in particular their cleats, but also their helmets, which in those days were made out of leather. And so in 1929, he quit his job as a teacher and founded a company that began manufacturing football equipment. He was early to recognize the enormous potential for the plastics industry, which was just now in the 1930s becoming mainstream in the United States. And by 1939, he had designed a helmet to replace the leather helmets, which was to become the prototype, really, for all football helmets in the modern era, in the post-World War II era. His company grew by leaps and bounds, working alongside his son. By the early 1970s, virtually all of the football teams in the National Football League used helmets by Rydell, with the exception of the New England Patriots, who were probably still the Boston Patriots at that point. And of course, he retired a very wealthy man. Indeed, it used to be that virtually all helmets had that Rydell logo on the back that was printed across a piece of actually plastic or leather that slipped out behind the back of the helmet. And so, as we say, Mr. Riddell becomes one of Bethany's most prominent alumni.
This information was sent to President D. Dwayne Cummins from Gene Cobb, who was the previous archivist. It is about John Tate Riddell, who was an alumni class of 1909, and this was mailed out in January of 1991. It's really all the information we have on Mr. Riddell from the archives. So John Tate Riddell came to Bethany as a sophomore from Holland, Michigan at the beginning of the academic year 1906-1907. Alumni records do not reveal when he first attended college, but the 3 years leading to his graduation from Bethany College in 1909 with a Bachelor of Arts in the classical course were filled with a wide range of activities. On October 29, 1906, Mr. Riddell was elected an officer in the Neotrophon Literary Society, of which he was a new member, and on May 27, 1907, he was chosen by society members to be their marshal for the ensuing year. He remained an active Neotrophian through his senior year, serving as president on March 15, 1909. Due to a serious injury early in the fall of 1907, he was unable to fulfill his hope of becoming active on the football team, but he was pictured in the yearbook with the basketball team, having served as a regular substitute for the squad. The Kodak of 1908 cites that he was a man of great intellectual power and athletic ability, a nice boy, a man to be relied upon. John Tate Riddell graduated from Bethany College in the spring of 1909, but is listed as a matriculate for the following year. There are no clues as to the certainty of his having participated in the Master of Arts degree program, but this may be a logical speculation. Alumni records show Mr. Riddell to have settled in Chicago, where he established Riddell, Inc. He died July 3, 1945, but Bethany College continues to use the athletic equipment manufactured by Riddell, Inc. and tested in the period of its development and design during the tenure of Coach Knight. Photographs, alumni records, and a letter from Wilbur Cramlett and photocopies of various aspects of Mr. Riddell's involvement at Bethany College are included with this report.
Has been extremely important as far as when you look at even games on the college level, the Division III level, it's just becoming more physical. You've got a better form of athlete on every level. You talk about Division III, you talk about Division I up to the pros, even at high school level, you've got better athletes. So you've got bigger guys, faster guys, going at each other harder. You know, that we had those problems for a long time, 10, 15 years ago, when you're talking about concussions and you're seeing all of that with the suits and things of that nature, especially in the NFL, when you're talking about
has been extremely important
excuse me,
as far as
70s and 80s.
If you look at even
players
games on the
with
college level,
lawsuits,
Division III level, it's
neurological
just becoming
issues and things of that
more
nature.
physical. You've got
I think
a better
as
form of
the
athlete
helmet
on every
continues
level.
to
You talk
shape
about
and
Division
evolve,
III,
as well as
you
the
talk
game
about
continues
Division
to shape
I
and
up to
evolve.
the
I think
pros,
you'll
even
see
high school level, you've got better
head trauma
athletes.
go
So you've
down.
got-
I think you'll see concussions go down, and I think it's one of the most important things that can happen in football today. Yeah, I think when you talk even in the 30s and 40s when they had just the leather helmets, it wasn't exactly, they didn't really keep that concussion from happening. They didn't keep the trauma with the head. They didn't keep the brain from moving. They didn't keep any sort of contact like that from happening. So I think with the plastic helmets, especially built in with the webbing kind of that's inside the helmet is helped to keep players safer as far as the high-speed collisions and contacts, and I think that's I'm sure they'll find something along in the future that's better than plastic, but for now it's the best that they can do at the moment. Well, I think when you add the plastic helmets, the modern-day helmets, especially when you talk about the penalties that are being called now as well, I think that's what most leagues are looking at now is player safety, and that's paramount as far as the game goes, is they want to see players stay on the field longer and have a better quality of life after football. And so I think having the new versions of the helmets, as well as, like I said, with the penalties that are being called, the way the game is being officiated, those are both going to really continue to help make strides in player safety.
Football helmets have seen many changes through the last several decades. Most of those changes are due to safety regulations. The main purpose of the football helmet is to protect the player's head and limit the possibilities of concussion. So we've seen many, many changes through the years. We've seen the helmets grow larger. We've seen today's helmets that have more cuts and slats in them to allow for better air circulation, and while the helmets may appear to be bigger, at times they have also gotten lighter through technology, which is again helped the safety aspect of it, and as the concussions and the studies on concussions and the effects that they have, both short-term and long-term, to football players, those studies are going to change results all the time, and so you're always going to see changes to football helmets, and you're going to see constant upgrades to the helmets to try to protect the players and increase the safety of the players while they're on the field. Well, back in the old days when they wore the old leather helmets, there obviously wasn't a whole lot of protection, but the game was a little simpler back then. You didn't have the giant men that you do today running at the speeds that they do. So the helmets have evolved through the years, and with today's plastic helmets and the materials that they use, again, the technology is top-notch. They're constantly finding ways to tweak and improve the helmets and find ways to make it safer but lighter at the same time, but still be able to protect the player's head and brain from some sort of traumatic blow. So the changes are again, they're going to be constant, and the helmet of today will be changed, and they'll have a new style of helmet for next year. So, the plastic helmets have done a tremendous amount to improve the safety for players, but there's always improvements that can be made, and so you're going to continue to see those not only through the next year, but through the decades. With the advancements of the helmets, the materials of the actual helmet itself, the plastic helmet, as well as the padding inside of it, it cushions the blow from going from a head-to-head collision, or even as a player's head hits the turf, which causes just as many concussions as an actual head-to-head contact. We saw it this past week in a football game between the Ravens and the Rams, where a player's back of his head hit the turf, and he suffered a concussion from that. So, while there have been great advancements in the safety with the helmets, there's always going to be ways to improve it. But certainly with what's been done to this point, and what's going to continue to be done, there's going to continue to be injuries. But with the advancements that they've made, hits of today that used to be head-to-head would certainly have caused a concussion 5 years ago, even 2 years ago. But the advancements that they've made with the padding and protection have really helped the players to be able to suffer more blows and continue to play without injury.
Questions? Carlo?
What inspired you to make your movie, your documentary?
Well, I did know Rydell came here from my recruiting trip and seeing the big case of football helmets that's inside the wreck, and I wanted to learn a bit more about him and the origin of the football helmet. Raph.
You explain behind the scenes process of making a film?
Yeah, I got everything filmed. Professor Sprouse helped me out with uploading everything to the computer, and then I used Final Cut Pro, putting everything together. And whenever I finished the first project I had completed, Professor Sprouse looked at it, and he made some changes into it, and those changes were included in the final product. Carlo?
How did you come up with your questions?
I guess I just needed something to talk about since it didn't really go the way that I really wanted it to go, since there wasn't much that the archive office knew about Rydell. I had to do digging myself, and how the football helmets changed over time caught my eye too, and all the advances in technology also contributing to the decrease in concussions and severe head injuries also contributed to that. Lance.
Was trying to find like records on Rydell the hardest part of making this documentary?
Yeah, that really was a big difficulty. Like I said, the archive office didn't know much. Basically, what Sharon said is all the archive office had, and so those pictures I found from the yearbook were on some kind of archive website. I'm not sure if it's really related to Bethany or not, but I thought those would be kind of cool to put in the product. Any more questions? Bree.
Why did you choose a player perspective as their views on a helmet now versus what it used to be?
I guess mainly because it was football season, and I also worked for the team for my work-study job, get some money off. It being football season was kind of hard to get time with a full player to get an impact on them. Maybe see if any past concussions from them could help get a peace of mind for my product. Raph. Yeah, there was mainly more complications in Final Cut, having to render most of the time whenever I had to put transitions in. Kind of got annoying after a while, but the rendering time wasn't very long, so it kind of really wasn't that big of a deal. It was better to render everything whenever it needed rendered instead of waiting all the way till the end. That would have taken a couple hours. Finding the right pictures was also a problem I had. I had to make sure that the pictures weren't copyrighted in any way. I had to include in the credits where I got them from, so making sure I got the right source was also something important that I had to do. Bailey?
Why did you credit yourself at the end?
Where'd you see that at?
You didn't put your name in the end credits.
Well, I don't really know.
It's called a piece of humble pie.
I guess we're some Sprouts.
Did you contact the Rydell Foundation for any of the research you did?
I did not. It was actually kind of difficult to get in contact with them. I don't know, it was really hard to get in contact with them, to be honest. You're still on. You don't have to raise your hand again.
Did you know that his great-great-grandson goes to school here? Not technically.
Please tell me.
Well, no, he's in Florida. He's in Florida. Did you contact him, or do you know him?
Was it Jake Rydell? I thought so. No, I didn't contact him. All right, we good here?
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, and we're just gonna keep screening. You don't have a question, so I'm not calling on you. Anyways, so we're gonna keep on this football theme after Giuliano's film, and the next film is A Day in the Life of a Bison Football Player. Maybe that was the next part of that title. Okay. So this next movie is a highlight film for the 2015 Bison football team. The reason it is a day in the life is because it is about a couple football players and what it is like to be on the film, or not the film, the football team. So this is directed by Nadim and produced by Francois. So if you guys want to come up here, talk about your film a little bit.
So talk about the film. Okay, so
Into the microphones, folks.
So again, the film is just about the seniors of the football team and how they changed the direction of the football team to the right direction from what it was previously. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys didn't get tired of the football theme, since it's 2 movies in a row, 2 documentaries in a row that we're talking about football. So, anything you want to say? Yeah. Enjoy.
this year. Everyone was all aboard in the thought that this was the year to do it. This was the year to win the championship, to take the conference and go to the playoffs for the first time.
We probably have about 9 to 12 players that are all conference players. Some guys are All-American, first team, second team, honorable mention, ECSC Defensive Player of the Year, Pack Player of the Year. We got receivers breaking records.
Our guys are playing with confidence. There's no question about it. No matter who we play, no matter what happened a year ago, you know.
When I first got recruited to Bethany, I was sitting in dance class one day in high school, and an announcement came over the loudspeaker that reported me to the principal's office. Went up there and met Coach Weaver for the first time. He introduced himself, told me what he was there for, and every few weeks he'd come back and see me, and it was the only school to go out of their way and visit me like that. Coming in as a freshman, I was blessed with the opportunity to start come week 3. I stepped into my role and did what I was coached to do, just kept my gap and did my responsibilities, and I feel like that's why I got the starting spot, and he gave me the upper hand going into the year after that. But the football team my freshman year was full of seniors who did nothing but try and help me out with my technique, with just any small tips or hints when it came to playing defense.
I didn't know what Bethany was, first of all, where it was located. So I came here because a couple of my friends from my high school was coming down here. And at the time, I didn't have nowhere to go. My high school coach told me to apply here. I applied here to come here and play football. Never came on an orientation, so I really didn't get to see the campus at first. My first day here was football camp, and when I got here, it was a big difference from where I came from to coming to Bethany. My very first college football start was the 3rd game. We was playing Grove City, and I came late to breakfast. And at the time, the head coach, Coach Weaver, told me that I should stay home because I missed breakfast and I was not going to make the travel trip. So I missed that. My punishment was I had to go all the way back to JV at the bottom of the depth chart and work my way back up. And I just kept working hard. 4 games later, I came back on the scene, started, and from there on, I've been a starter since then. It was a couple of games into my freshman year that I knew the future of the program was going to be great because we were losing a lot of games, but it's not like we were getting blown out. We would lose heartbreaks, last-second touchdown, last-second field goal.
Big difference between freshman year and this year is that I feel the conference has a lot more talent in it now than it did back then.
Some guys are All-American, first team, second team, honorable mention, ECSC Defensive Player of the Year, Pack Player of the Year. We got receivers breaking records. So as for the other guys that came up with the upperclassmen, we had Mac Amara, quarterback. He broke the all-time passing record. Steve Emick was a first-team All-American, first-team All-Pac dude. So every year we produce at least 12 to 15 all-conference guys.
sophomore year against Washington Jefferson. We came out and we upset W&J for the first time in 30 years. We had a very demanding game.
We had a lot of sophomores starting on the defense. We made a big jump. We beat W&J the first time. We beat Waynesburg in the same season, Grove City, and that's something that never happened, to beat those 3 teams in one season, 3 games in a row. So that's when I knew that my freshman class was going to make a big change in this program.
I wasn't here last year for the win against W&J, but I know how massive it was because growing up with my grandpa, who was the great coach here in the 60s and 70s, played here in the 60s. Their big rival and our rival today is still W&J, and we hadn't beat them in 30 years. And my grandpa's greatest memories here at Bethany as a coach and an athletic director was the wheelbarrow game, which is where the losing side had to push the coach in a wheelbarrow across the field. And my grandpa beat W&J for several times and was wheeled off several times. So that win, even when we were in Florida, the win resonated through the family. It was a huge win for not only the program, but for all the alumni that have come through, and that can also be attributed to the seniors in this year's class and the class before them. And it really has changed the program and our recruiting.
It's something that's very difficult to even mentally prepare for, because you don't know, the tempo they play at is way faster than all the other teams we play, and it's something that every year will help out this program to get better playing these high-ranked teams.
Dominate on 3! 1, 2, 3! Dominate!
Another challenging game. I mean, we had one junior and senior year. It was against Mount Union, #1 team in the nation every year in Division III. Coming and getting ready for that game, you really don't know what to expect until you get out there, because the level of competition that they have out there at Mount Union is far ends above ours, the ones we play all year long.
The program really was in a transition state. You know, we really didn't know how we were going to do last year, and we really exceeded expectation, and we got to go to our first bowl game really ever, in our first postseason appearance in 30 years.
Just do your job. Do your job. No more, no less. Do your job. Do your job. Don't speak better. Do your job. Get away with that footage. Got it?
Coming into this year, everyone was all aboard in the thought that this was the year to do it. This was the year to win the championship, to take the conference and go to the playoffs for the first time in so many years. And it didn't pan out that way. No, we had a change at defensive coordinator, which took the players and the coach time to transition with each other and finally learn what each other like to do. Anytime you have a change like that, it takes adjustment period. Everyone's comfortable with it. I feel if we had a little bit more time to get prepared and everyone get ready, the season would be different. There's a lot of mistakes that everyone made across the board, offensively and defensively. And you can sum up this year to mental mistakes. Just the little things that would lose us games.
Coming into this season, which was my senior season, there's a lot of high expectations because last year we made a bowl game, first time ever in school history, and we finished third in the conference. So coming in this year, we were picked to finish third again. But I felt like, and we felt like we had a great chance of winning the pack with all this all-conference guys we had coming back. And the season didn't turn out the way we envisioned it. So we finished off 5-5. We were, I think, 4th or 5th in the conference. So it was a very disappointing year.
Really, that was special to me and my family, having so much history with the football program here at Bethany. And really, you can attribute that to last year's class and especially this year's class, who really helped change the program for myself and the class ahead of me and the class behind me. I'm very grateful to them for that.
Color. Right. Oh, is it? Are you asking me if it's bittersweet? It is bittersweet because I'm glad to be, complete, 4 years because it's such an accomplishment. And, I do want to continue playing football, and that's kind of in a question because, I don't know if I'm going to play anywhere else. So, it is pretty bittersweet. Next question. Raph?
Being a football player, do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage? You was making this film because you could be biased being football players.
The whole point of this film was for me not to be biased. I didn't put myself in the film at all. So, I did have an advantage because I had a first-hand experience of, the program changing, throughout 4 years or 3.5 years. So, yeah, you can say I had an advantage.
Can you talk about some of the difficulties you guys went through in putting this production together at the student level? Can you talk about how difficult it is to do that?
It was okay. Gotcha. I could do that. It was real difficult because we were trying to find players to get interviewed, and the season was going on, so it was really hard to get them to come sit down and talk to us. And it really pushed our scheduling back. And it was hard to get the coaches also because they were in the midst of a big season trying to pull through. And we couldn't get them either. So we had to do getting a lot of footage that had nothing to do with the players at the time when we couldn't get them. But after the season was over, we got a lot of players done, so we got the movie too.
Yeah, some of the other problems we had a lot of technical problems. Sometimes we record and the sound wouldn't be, the mic wouldn't be connected. Or at one point we lost all our film and we had to refilm everything completely. Some of the film that I had was supposed to be in here, but it just wasn't because somehow it got deleted. I don't know how. Some other difficulties, I edited on my laptop on a program, and it was different from Final Cut Pro, which is what everybody else used, and it was just really difficult because I had to convert the MXF files, if you guys know what that is. I had to convert it to my computer, and sometimes it would erase, it would degrade the quality, and sometimes it would take away 1/3 of the film that I recorded.